Bit of a temporary change for this video. I am in a slightly different setup, mainly because my fiance is in the kitchen, but that's not what I'm talking about for this video. I want to talk about the Bathurst 12 Hour. The International GT Festival that comes to Australia is looking to be even more international in 2026 with exciting new entries on the grid. So for this video, let's go over the so far confirmed entries for the Bathurst 12 Hour and some possible entries for the future. If you like this sort of Bathurst 12 Hour video and you want to see more like it, give a like and subscribe. I'll probably make another one next month when more entries get announced, and obviously another one just before the race starts. And while you're there, check out some of my other content. I do NASCAR stuff and I do supercars stuff. Anyway, on to the entries so far. So I'm going to start with the confirmed entries that are returning to the race. The first one being Scott Taylor Motorsport. Now this has been sort of like a supercars all-star car for many years now, running in the Mercedes AMG GT3 Evo, but their driver lineup is going to have a slight change next year. They're one of the few entries to already have that announced. Craig Lowndes will not be in the car this year. He has been replaced by an A-star driver, one of the final 4 drivers of the Supercars Championship, Chaz Mostert. So Mozzie will join Randall and Waters in that car, and this will be in the Pro class. The Silver class will have Wall Racing in it. They have brought the Lamborghini Huracan Evo 2 for many years, and like I said, 2-time defending champions of this class. Can they go for 3 in a row? Melbourne Performance Centre have 1 car announced so far. It'll be an all-family affair with circuit owner of many circuits, Tony Quinn, joined by Clark and Kent Quinn, his sons, and his grandson Ryder Quinn will also be in the car. Melbourne Performance Centre, I will get to them later on with the possible entries because I'm sure they won't only have 1 Audi. The defending Pro-Am team, Arise Racing GT, will be back. It's unclear whether or not they bring 1 or 2 cars, but this could be one of the Ferrari factory cars. I assume they'll bring a Pro-Am car with their local entries, and like the Pro car could be filled with Ferrari factory drivers. GWR Racing with Ram Motorsport is looking to make a return with their Mercedes. The last few years they've been doing a lot of overseas running, but they are back locally with their car. And the final one being Craft Bamboo Racing. Now they have been one of the teams that have been coming from overseas for many years now, since 2015 actually, and they have come so close to winning this race, but they're going to step up their game this year. They're going to bring 2 AMGs this year, 1 Pro car, so fill that with Mercedes drivers, and a Pro-Am car as well. And as for the new entries, like I said, more international names coming out for this race. The first one being Optimum Motorsport. Now they are a British-based team that compete in British GT and many other series in Europe. They will bring out a McLaren 720S. There hasn't been a pro-level McLaren GT3 car for probably since 2020, and they will bring out Garnet Patterson, Ben Barnicoat, and Marvin Kirchhoffer, so 3 solid names in this car. The San Marino licensed team Tsunami RT will be one of so far 2 teams to bring a bronze class Porsche 911. They have been competing in the International GT Open Series, and hopefully they bring back this quite wicked livery as well. High Class Racing is a Danish-based team, and they have been competing in racing since the 90s over many classes, including but not limited to the World Endurance Championship, the Le Mans 24 Hours, and the Daytona 24 Hours. They also have their lineup confirmed with Andreas Florbach, Kerong Lee, Liu Yi Hong Lee, and Bo Yuan joining the car in the bronze class. Team KRC, Kang's Racing Company, is a team based in the GT World Challenge Asia Series. They actually won the Silver AM class last year, and they'll be bringing a BMW. Now, there hasn't been a non-factory BMW since I don't know when actually. Usually it's just 2 cars that come out from BMW, but as I'm going to go over later on in the potential cars list, there could be 3 or even 4 BMW M4 GT3 Evos on the grid. And finally, Chevrolet. Now, they haven't confirmed their team yet, but Chevrolet have said that they're going to bring a car, BMW M4 GT3 Evos, on the grid. And finally, Chevrolet. Now, they haven't confirmed their team yet, but Chevrolet have said that they're going to bring a car, at least one, to the Bathurst 12 Hour. Now, I'm going to say this is the Johor Motorsports team, the 2 princes, the Ibrahim princes from Malaysia. I reckon they will bring their Chevrolet to Bathurst because they've got some experience around there themselves, and just bring a factory driver with them. And when it comes to the predicted entries that I'm going to predict, there is a lot of interesting names on here from the past, and one spicy collaboration that could happen. You've got Melbourne Performance Centre. They usually bring a fleet of Audis to the race, usually 2 to 4 cars. One will definitely be the number 9 Hallmark car, and maybe also a pro-level car as well. Tigani Motorsport is a local GT team. They usually have a fleet of Audis and Mercedes, and will most likely fill the Pro-Am, Silver and Bronze classes. Expect 2, maybe even 3 cars from this team. Team WRT, basically the BMW factory team, they were last year's winners overall of the race and got a 1-2. I think they will bring at least 2 pro cars, maybe even a 3rd car, because they have linked up with Yasser Shahin in the last year for the World Endurance Championship, so they could bring a 3rd Pro-Am car to have him in it. 75 Express is the old Sun Energy 1 racing team. They are one of the best teams in the race's history, winning 2022 and 2023. Probably most likely bring 1 car with the combo of Kenny Habul, Jules Gounon and Lucas Stoles in the car. There's nothing wrong with that combo. EMA Motorsport is one of the many potential Porsche factory cars. They usually collab with Manthey Racing in these sort of endeavours, and have so for a couple of years now. But with Manthey being so busy with IMSA with their own endeavours, I think if they do come out EMA Motorsport, it'll be a Pro-Am car. And if Manthey's there, it'll be both a Pro-Am car and possibly a pro car. Volante Rosso is basically the Aston Martin factory team in Australia. They have been running in GT World Challenge Australia with the Aston Martin for a full season now at least, and they were in the silver class last year at the 12 Hour. I think they could come back. I'm going to predict they're going to come back with Aston Martin help and an Evo spec Vantage. I'm going to quickly go through a few Mercedes teams. You've got Group M Racing. They have constant appearances in the 12 Hour. Another one of those teams that have come so close and so far with the 3-pointed star for many years. I think they have no reason not to come back. Grove Racing, they are multiple B-class winners, but their transition for GT3 has been quite tough. I think they will be in the bronze class like they were last year, have the pair of Groves, and I think they will either have a Mercedes factory driver or one of their supercars drivers, most likely Matt Payne. For the last 2 years, Heart of Racing with SPS have been bringing a Mercedes to the grid. I think they will be back. Ian James and their crew will most likely want to come back to the 12 Hour and try and win that bronze class, but I think they might even have a chance of splitting up with SPS and go on their own with an Aston Martin. They are basically the Aston Martin factory sports car team, and does SPS come to their 12 Hour by themselves in a Mercedes? Zagami Autosport has made a return to GT racing with GT World Challenge Australia at the last round with a Ferrari 296 GT3. I think they could possibly come to the Bathurst 12 Hour and try their luck in that race as well. Absolute Racing returned to the 12 Hour in 2025 with that being the factory Porsche squad. I think they will come back in 2026, maybe even alongside Manthey, but definitely if Manthey don't come back. And finally, the biggest rumour. There is a heavy rumour that both Triple H Race Engineering and the HRT4 Performance German Ford team could collab and bring 2 Ford Mustangs to the race. Now this would be a major contender. HRT have been running these cars for at least a year now. And Triple Eight, I think one of them will be filled with supercars drivers, and the other car will definitely be a Ford factory car. And what about the other classes? Because don't forget, it's not just GT3 cars, there are other cars in this race. Well, you've got the GT4 class. I think Method Motorsport will bring at least one of their McLaren R2s back, and the 19 Motorsports team will bring back their Mercedes. And with the success of the GT4 Championship this year in Australia, there might even be a few extra entries in the GT4 class. There's a lot of Ford Mustang GT4s now in Australia. Could somebody take the plunge and have a go at the 12-hour? When it comes to B class, that is still a thing, even though it hasn't been entered for a few years now. You've got all your 911 GT3 Cup cars, and even Lamborghini Super Trofeos, and most interestingly, Ferrari Challenge cars. Now, Ferrari Challenge is in Australasia now. Could one of those teams have a go at a 12-hour attempt in a Ferrari 296 or even a 488 Challenge vehicle? And finally, you've got the Invitational class. This is the anything else class. You can have your Mark cars or SRO GT2 cars. Now, Mark cars weren't at the 12-hour last year. Could they make their return? And what about GT2 cars? Well, most interestingly, you've got the KTM Crossbow GT2. Vantage Racing, the number 50 car, have been running this car for a couple of years now, and finally they finished the race in it. Do they have a second go at it, or is it a one and done when it comes to finishing this race? They could go for a faultless attempt. Last year they had a few issues throughout the race. I think they will be back with their KTM, mainly because it's a fan favourite. Everyone loves the 5-cylinder and it's just something different. And I think they will try and go faultless for the 12-hour race. So that is my slightly long list of the confirmed entries and the predicted ones that I've got. Now, in that predicted entries list, that doesn't include new entries aside from the HRT 888 collab. So who knows, with all these new entries already confirmed, you never know who could show up. Now, if you like this video and you want to see more Bathurst 12-hour content, like I said, give a like and a subscribe. And if you want to have up-to-date entry news content, I have a TikTok and Instagram where I upload short-based content on. And if you want to check out one of my other videos, check out one of these two. This one is definitely Austin Cindric's talk about him going into the wildcard attempt this weekend, and then you've got whatever this video is, and I will see you in the next video, whatever that may be.